Power Start Episode 3 in Forge of Empires. This time the loading screen shows a scene from the Iron Age. The third episode starts in the morning of the third day in Forge of Empires. Of course, the productions have to be collected first. As I have to work today, I start 8-hour productions which can run while I'm in the office. And I don't forget the tavern and use my silver to buy another seat. I should explain a bit about the wine production. We urgently need the wine to negotiate the next sector on the province map. It would be so simple to just send a few spearfightrs there. But I want to demonstrate that this game is possible without fighting at all. I accept this disadvantage in return. Normally, a player should only build good productions where he or she already got the relating good deposits on the province map. I still don't have a single good deposit, but I urgently need the next 2 sectors to receive my first deposit when owning Dunarsund. Over the night we produce 2 wine which can now be used to negotiate the second sector of Dunarsund. For the third sector we need to paint. We completed a quest and the next quests make me being surprised. I demolished the spearfighter barracks yesterday and now the quest asks me to train a spearfighter. This now appears more of an own goal. But we will also manage this. Before we can build the dye works, we first need more population. Coincidentally, I see an incident. Just click on it and you get a reward. These incidents can be found around your city, even on water, and in your city on the streets. This time we receive 20 coins, but you also get medals, forge points or diamonds. Having an eye on the area around your city can be very profitable. The forge points, which generated automatically overnight, can be invested in thatched houses. We do not really need these, but we want to research the technology behind it, which is smithery. We also don't want to build a blacksmith for now. These tiny production buildings will help us later a lot. But with smithery, we get access to guilds. As soon as the residential buildings are completed, we have enough population to build a dye works. We again receive the warning that we don't own the related deposit. We simply ignore that. When the dye works is completed, we start an 8-hour production for only 2 dyes. But exactly this is what we need next. In my lunch break, I collect coins from the residential buildings and the tavern. I help my 74 friends and visit their taverns. Some think this is annoying, but it is extremely profitable. It is rewarded with coins, silver and 4 forge points. And exactly these we need urgently. Now we can research smithing and enable guilds. The remaining forge points can be invested in other researches, even if the required goods are still missing. But this will change soon. Guilds are fellowships of players who want to support each other and want to reach goals together. Soon we also will benefit from these advantages. But first we misuse the guild system a bit. From the suggested guilds, we pick one which does not require an application. We just want to join without waiting for a reply. You can recognize this by the button Join instead of Apply. Also, we only decide for guilds with more than 10 members. After joining, I press 8 for all members and afterwards I leave the guild again. Then I look for another guild and do exactly the same again. Helping guild members is rewarded with coins, but more important is the 2% chance of getting a random blueprint from the supported building's age. Those who might assume that this is not polite towards these guilds may consider that I help these players. And it is every guild's decision to allow to join or to ask for an application. I continue doing that for some minutes. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I can continue tomorrow. In the end, we have 9 blueprints from a total of 6 great buildings. Not bad for the 3rd day in the game? But it is still a long and exhausting way until we own the required 9 blueprints of the Lighthouse of Alexandria. I also leave the last guild again. I don't want to cause costs for them, as tomorrow the guild expedition will start. Both sides already had benefits from my visit. After collecting productions and silver coins, I again invest the silver for another seat in the tavern. We even get an achievement for this. I start new productions. Finally, I can collect the die to be used to negotiate the 3rd sector of Dunarsund. Now we have our first deposit, which will accelerate our production significantly. To make progress in the story quest, I demolish the hunter and build a spearfighter barracks to train a spearfighter. The next quest, conquering Dunarsund, is already completed. Now the computer wants to annoy me. I just demolished the hunter, and the computer now requests me to produce a trophy. I am happy that this building is constructed very fast with only very little expenses. The last action for today is to demolish the dye works, replacing it with another vineyard, as this produces 5 times faster than the dye works. I start 8 hours night productions and spend all my forge points. I will continue tomorrow.